Well, it's day two, and here we are for this one-off test yet again. Nishantjeet Arora, welcome to this pre-show again. But we again have rain playing spoil sport, though the match is yet to begin at 3 p.m. IST. Uh, in the meanwhile, let's have you talking us through Team India's mindset in this game as they resume day two with Ravindra Jadeja and Mohammad Shami. Ravindra Jadeja still has the onus upon him, the whole team's belief and faith on him to ensure that Team India breach the 400 mark. Your thoughts?
Yes, I think good morning, first of all, Damini. And I personally feel that first 15 minutes of day two will be extremely critical. England knows that they can't give any room to Ravindra Jadeja, so he can stretch the lead, the score of India. So they will like to take the wickets from the other end, take the wickets of Shami and Bumrah, and frustrate Ravindra Jadeja as much as possible. But on the other hand, Jadeja would like to play the opposite game, take maximum number of strike, keep them away from the strike as much as possible, and stretch the score as far as he can take this score of Indian team along with the help of Shami and Bumrah. And as I said, that ideally India would like to get around 400. Like anything above 400 would be a great score for India, especially where they were at one stage. It was a difficult wicket to bat on, especially when they were batting yesterday. There was moisture on the wicket. The ball was. These are English conditions. The ball will always keep doing something. So the batting was never easy there. But if India gets 400 after losing the toss, it's a job well done. And a lot of credit will be given to Rishabh Pant and Ravindra Jadeja for that, the way they have played. And I think that will inspire the entire Indian side. They have actually helped them to come out of a difficult situation. And more often than not, when you come out of a situation like that in a test match, it inspires the entire team.
Indeed, it inspires, and we do hope Ravindra Jadeja ensures that Team India manage to breach that 400 mark. And excuse me, let's just say that this 400 mark breaching is time and again coming into the discussion is because perhaps would you say that it might ensure that Team India get over to the right side of the result and might as well enable Team India to put that all pressure from all corners on England, because as it is, let's just sum up the whole series. It is actually England who are at pressure because the series is already tilted towards India, and even if this test is a draw, still India win the series. So it's England who are under pressure. It's they who perhaps have to work that extra edge. But for India, it will be a historic series win. How do you see this?
Yeah, yeah, you're right in a way, but this is a very different kind of series, and we are in a very different world right now. Like how, like in normal circumstances, like you're playing the final test match of the series after 1 year, and that's largely because of the COVID and what Indian team went through last year. So yes, if you look at it in totality, you will see, okay, Indian team should have that Indian team has less pressure. But on the other hand, it, England would look at it as one-off test. Uh, it's a New England side. They are coming out of they have just finished a very very good series against New Zealand. So I don't think they will look at this match as, yes, there is a series to win and lose here. That's absolutely right. But it's happening after 1 year. So it's really a little unusual. So I understand from where you are coming, but at the same time, I don't think both the sides will look at it from a very, very serious point of view. If it had happened last year, your question was absolutely right. But today, I don't think that would be the case. Both the teams will look at it from a very, very, it's a one off test kind of a thing. And India will take, if India does well in this test match, they will take a lot of pride out of it because they didn't get much time to adjust to these conditions. These are English conditions. Normally, you go and you play 2, 3 tour games before you start the series. They just had to Like most of their players had to be in the plug and play mode. Like go there, play the test match. That's it. There's not enough time. Most of uh, the calendars are so tight now these days that most of the series are like this. Gone are those days when teams used to get a lot of time to get adjusted to the conditions. And players now these days are professionals. They know the conditions very well. They adjust to them far more better than the
Very
you know
true.
the teams in the past.
Indeed, very tight schedules, and we are indeed seeing a very, very resurgent England team. Had it been the last year, definitely it would have been very easily said and done that it's Team India who's taking it away. But in this one year, we cannot really match this England team with the England team that was playing last year. We can see such a massive change in their approach, in their mindset. Everything is so new with them. So, coming to England, let's have you talking us through England's approach now. We have been talking about how India has been so good, after being tottering at 98 for
I think we lost Damni in the middle, and there's some technical glitch. And yes, Damni is back.
Oh,
So
yes, I'm back. I just hope if I can repeat my question because
no, I
I
got your
didn't.
questions. I got your questions. There was a technical glitch. I
Okay.
think this England side has reinvented their game, and they have done it very quickly. They have a new captain and a new coach, and both have brought a new perspective to this English side. This side looks like that they are enjoying what they are doing together. Cricket teams need to enjoy together. That's very important. You spend so much time together that if you're not enjoying together, what you're doing as a unit, then it reflects on your performances. So I think Brendan McCullum has very quickly cleaned the slate. Whatever the burden of was of the previous regime, he has changed it very
Yes.
quickly. It you look at this side and you feel you can very quickly make out that this must be coached by someone like Brendan McCullum. He was such a maverick player, so he brings that sense of adventure in this side, and that is what we have seen. So I personally feel that England will not take a backward step in this test match. So if the way Indians have shown very aggressive intent, so what we saw against New Zealand, in every tough situation, England bounced back, not by playing cautious cricket, they played aggressive cricket. So I
Yes.
think that would be the case here as well. So it will be a very, very tough test match. As I have been saying that, this is a test match where there will be, every session will have a new story. Every session we will feel, oh, where is this match going? We have seen that already in a rain curtailed match. We have already seen that happening so many times. So today, whenever the match starts, it's still raining there. The covers are still on. So whenever the match starts, I feel it will be going through that fascinating journey of Test cricket, where you would not be able to make out that which team is actually going to win this Test match, and that's the beauty of white ball cricket. Oh, sorry, white balls, red ball cricket.
Indeed, it is, and definitely, coaches, bringing in new coaches does put a massive impact on a team's mindset and character. That's what we have seen with regard to England as well. Like, is this the same England team who was playing last year? My God, in a year, how much have they changed? And even with, excuse me, in with Team India, we are seeing, Rahul Dravid bringing in that character in the Indian players as well. Let's have you talking us about India's bowling now, because let's just say, because Team India, if they have posted 338, but they have also lost 7 wickets. So presumably, it can be said that India might get bowled out today, or they will get bowled out today. Uh, but and England start their first innings today. So we have our pacers, our four pacers. How do you see, well, your favorite, a bowler, Captain Jasprit Bumrah, also himself included, using himself along with his three counterparts to attack and choke England massively?
What we have seen, and this has been a very, very well researched criticism of the bowlers who have been captain in the past, that either they underbowl themselves or they overbowl themselves. They don't sometimes know when to bring themselves or when to stop, when to stop their own spell. And I think that would be a very interesting challenge for someone like Bumrah, especially when you have a partnership. uh, when you're getting wickets, captaincy looks very easy. Batsmen are coming, batsmen are going, it looks very easy. The real test of captaincy in test cricket is when you have a partnership and you have to find that right amount of you want to find that right mix of caution and aggression. How many fielders you will have to stop the runs, and how many
Yes,
fielders you will have to uh, in wicket taking positions, like catch in
yes,
catching positions, to say that
yes,
Indian bowling
indeed.
is highly experienced bowling attack. It's probably one of the best bowling attacks, with the likes of
Absolutely.
Shami. Siraj has proven to the world the kind of talent he is. Then we have Bumrah himself, Shardul Thakur, Jadeja. All these players have been doing so well over the years now. So and I personally feel that this is a wicket actually that will suit Mohammad Shami a lot. He is also one of those bowlers who hits the ball on the deck and believes that from there the ball will either jag in or jag out. Like, it will seem he's more of a seam bowler than a swing bowler. So, and we saw yesterday how James Anderson used the conditions. So I think that would be the case. And the good thing is that this Indian bowling attack is very well rounded, especially the fast bowlers. They will love to bowl in these conditions, and I think they will be a very, very, a big threat for the English batters, and it will be a great contest. So the matchup which I'm really looking forward to see is Joe Root versus Mohammad Shami, or Bairstow versus Bumrah. BB. That will be a great contest.
Interesting combos, because we have been always talking about that Anderson Kohli matchup every time, but you stating Root to face Shami, and that's really,
Yeah,
really very intriguing,
because
because where you are, yeah,
I have memories of Root, yeah, getting troubled by Shami. Shami has troubled some of the best English batters with his skill. He has, mm,
yes.
let's be honest, that he is a class act. He has troubled most of the batters in the world, but especially against Root, he has done reasonably well. I don't know the stats and how many times he has taken the wicket of Root, but I have seen him troubling Root a lot. So this will be an interesting challenge.
Indeed, and as you stated, since you can't recall how many times he's dismissed, I personally believe that it's not always very important that you dismiss somebody, even if you're managing to have that person feel very troubled that, oh God, it's him again, I can't face him. That probably is something which you should be very proud of, and Shami has done that, as you have very rightly stated. Somebody of a caliber like Joe Root, who is on song right now, I believe he's the world's best test batter now. To have him getting troubled in his soil is something which only Shami can do. And we all hope that bowling, let's keep it aside. First comes the batting. We just hope that Ravindra Jadeja and Shami provides a good support to Ravindra Jadeja, just like he stitched up that very famous 8th wicket partnership with Jasprit Bumrah last year, which enabled us to win that all-famous Lord's Test. And we also hope that Jadeja gets his much-deserved century, the second century, and that will be from Team
What a
India.
phenomenal 100 it
And
will be. What a phenomenal 100 it will be.
absolutely, indeed.
Like,
After Pant, it will be
outstanding.
such a great. It will be a phenomenal achievement by Ravindra Jadeja, and I don't think
Yeah.
he
He richly
is
deserves this
with that.
100. He richly deserves this 100. And
He
I
deserves it.
really pray to the God that he gets that. Like, I will be really, really, I'm really looking
Yes,
forward to him to getting 100.
and just elaborating on this thing, overnight, you had stated yesterday that we see every time a wicket falling, the moment there is a break, be it a tea break or a lunch break or a drinks break, which is fair enough. The momentum breaks with this overnight break in momentum for Ravindra Jadeja. He's on 83, not out right now. What should be his approach, because it's raining right now, but the pitch has been used. The bowlers already know how the Indian team is playing, how Jadeja is playing. How should Jadeja face the English bowlers today?
I think for him, the task is absolutely laid in front of him. He knows that what the team requires, and I think his job would be, as I have been saying time and again, that his job would be to take maximum amount of strike. Every fourth or fifth ball, you would see action like where he will try to take a single, and so that the batter on the other end gets the least amount of balls to face, especially the new ball, which is due in 6 overs. I think 73 point something. How many overs we have? I think, yeah,
Yes,
somewhere around
another
that.
six.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially with the new ball. Uh, but it's an interesting, you know, it's a interesting phase of the test match, especially if Jadeja can take India anywhere beyond 370 or 400 area, then Indian bowlers would like to make the most of the conditions because it is overcast, it has rained, the wicket will have some juice in it, there will be some moisture in it. So, because wicket has hardly got any sun, especially when the covers were removed, so the moisture on the wicket will still be very much there. Add to that the fresh rain. Obviously, the wickets are covered, but still, those conditions, heavy conditions, make batting a little difficult. So it'll be a interesting challenge. So I personally feel that for Jadeja, he would like to take the maximum amount of strike, and at least with these three batters, Shami on the crease right now with Siraj and Bumrah to follow, he would expect that he can, somehow get a 30-run partnership with each one of them to take us beyond 400.
We all hope so. And there's good news. The covers are finally off. The rain has stopped and game will resume any moment. So this was the pre-show. Thank you so much, Nishanji, for joining. We meet again in the lunch show. Let's have and enjoy a very good game of cricket from both the sides. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.